Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a group of nature lovers gets to enjoy some time at one of Kentucky's natural wonders while taking part in a fun competition. And a beloved event in one Eastern Kentucky county prepares to bring thousands of outdoor lovers to our region while raising money for flood relief efforts.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
5:31 on this Monday. I'm Dakota Makris. Thanks for waking up with us. And I feel like the weekend just sped right past. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at our forecast. And Brandon, I know it sped right past for you.
It was a busy weekend.
It was.
I had some plans on Saturday, then worked yesterday. So looking forward to the next week.
Yeah, you bought some Christmas decorations.
I did. Listen, 'tis the season.
I know, and I commented, I said, you know, it's funny, I give you my Christmas list and you tell me no, but you go out and you buy.
Listen.
You know what? As long as it makes you happy.
I told you.
You did.
You keep being good.
Yeah.
And I might say yes to that Christmas list.
Listen, you know what? If it makes you happy, you buy all the Christmas decorations you want.
Exactly right. Thank you for acknowledging that. All right, let's take a look at our forecast this morning. Let's head to Pikeville first. US 119, US 23. A little foggy over in the distance there, but not terrible. 57, one of our warmer spots in the region here this morning. And we'll continue to see, again, 50 to about 60 is our range out there. A little warmer in some spots today than it has been. Wise briefly got down to 48. They may dip back down there again. Other spots in danger of falling: Clintwood, Jonesville, and Jacksboro. Irvin and Somerset, Williamsburg, and Middlesboro pretty close to. We'll see how it plays out as the morning progresses. Some fog in some of those areas could be holding in a little bit of residual heat from yesterday. Got into the upper 70s yesterday, low 70s this afternoon, right around 73, but a sunny day, maybe just a few clouds, and then clear skies again tonight will take us down pretty quickly. You see between 4 and 8, between 71 and 62. We could drop close to the 40-degree mark overnight. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, convicted school shooter Michael Carnell is set to make another appearance in court today. Following a split vote between a two-person panel last week, his case will go before the full parole board at 8:30 this morning. Carnell was convicted of killing 3 of his classmates and shooting 5 others at Heath High School in Paducah back on December 1st, 1997, when he was 14 years old. He is the first school shooter in Kentucky to be eligible for parole, and he could become the first in the U.S. to be granted parole. One person is dead following a crash over in Laurel County. The crash happened around 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon on Slate Lick Church Road near London. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says 61-year-old Donald Howard of East Bernstown was driving a Kia Soul when it went off the road and hit a tree. He was taken to a hospital where he later died. There's currently no word on what caused that crash. And one Eastern Kentucky Police Department is mourning the death of a former officer. Kenny Shaw served the people of Pineville, Kentucky as a member of the Pineville Police Department for 6 years. The Pineville Police Department shared the news of Shaw's death on its Facebook page, saying, quote, "Kenny was with our department for 6 years and became more than a fine officer. He was our friend and brother," end quote. A water main break in July dumped more than 2 million gallons of water into a Lexington church. 2 large generators powered everything in the church for Sunday service after the water took out the building's electric, including the air conditioning. Well, churchgoers say the water, which got up to 10 feet high in the basement, destroyed what was an important part of the church's community.
We did everything down there. People used it for weddings, and even people would use it for baby showers.
This was our old kitchen. I mean, our new kitchen. It's now the old one, I guess. Everything's gone. We had just remodeled, put in everything new, so it's all gone.
As they work towards repairing their basement, the members of the Rosemont Baptist Church say they are stronger after the flooding, with more people saying they want to get involved and help. A Louisville mother is writing to raise awareness about the dangers of fentanyl. Julie Hoffman's lost her son 2 years ago when he took a fentanyl-laced pill. And on Saturday, she got on her horse to ride in his memory.
As Julie Hoffmans rides her horse Hugo,
he was a good boy.
The memories come flooding back.
I feel his strength. Just something happened to me after Wyatt died. I was like, no, I'm going to be strong.
Strong enough to clear the hurdles. Strong enough to wear her son Wyatt's favorite color. And strong enough to tell his story.
I'm trying to save other people from going through what we're going through.
On April 5th, 2020, her 23-year-old son, an aspiring model, took a pill he thought was Xanax, not knowing there was fentanyl inside. Hoffman's calls it poison.
He didn't overdose. He didn't take a handful of pills. He wasn't trying to do anything wrong. He just took a Xanax that he thought was a Xanax, and it had fentanyl in it. And it took his life.
Since her son's death, Hoffman's has become an advocate for him and for the thousands of others like him. Research from the CDC shows more than 107,000 people in the United States died of drug overdoses or poisonings in 2021. 67% of those involved drugs like fentanyl. For Hoffman's, the latest trip in her advocacy journey takes her here to Brownsboro Farm in Crestwood, riding in the PACE event, sponsoring Jump 9, called Wyatt's Stories Jump. Because while fentanyl may have ended his life, Hoffman's says it's not the end of her son's story.
Other people said, oh, geez, do you think it's sort of like you're making Wyatt look bad, or, oh, it's just such a tough subject? It's really not. It happened to my family. It happened to Wyatt. So to me, if I'm upholding Wyatt and I'm saying, don't let this happen to you, to your family, I think Wyatt would be proud. I really do.
Well, Hoffman says her goal is to get into schools and share Wyatt's story with children. That way she can make a difference in their lives before they make a deadly mistake. Monkeypox cases are climbing here in Kentucky. The CDC reports the Commonwealth now has at least 50 confirmed cases. In Fayette County, 7 cases are confirmed. That's up 3 from earlier this month. Most cases are still in the Louisville area. You can check with your health department if you're at high risk for the virus to get vaccinated. But in some good news, Kentucky is seeing a slowdown in new COVID-19 cases. Take a look at the new map. There are a lot of more green counties compared to recent weeks. And more counties in eastern Kentucky have also moved out of the red zone. However, 19 counties in our region are still in the red. Last Monday, the state reported 9,000 new cases within a 1-week period. The positivity rate was nearly 12%. The Floyd County Health Department and Johnson County Health Department joined forces during the weekend. The 2 health departments set up at a way station along US 23 at the county line and offered free flu shots via drive-through. Both of the county's public health directors say this drive-through vaccination event was important as flu season approaches.
It's definitely a joint effort. Floyd County, Johnson County, doesn't matter where you live. We'll just take turns, and anybody that wants a flu shot can come get it today.
Well, if you'd like to schedule an appointment for your flu vaccine or COVID-19 vaccine, you can call your nearest health department for more information. The crafters of Southeast Kentucky now have a place to cater to all of their crafting needs. Saturday marked the grand opening of the Michael's Craft Store in the London Shopping Center. This store is unique considering it features a self-checkout area where many of the other stores in the state do not. Those with the London location say they are excited to offer this shopping experience to the people of Southeast Kentucky without them having to travel too far.
We're pulling from a 45, 50-mile radius, and people are coming in and talking about, well, we drove in from Harlan, we drove in from Barberville, we drove in from Pineville. So we're pulling from a very large area at this store, but it's been really nice so far.
Well, the grand opening festivities included face painting, food truck, a Colonel Sanders lookalike, granting junior ambassadorships, and a dunking booth, which helped to raise money for the London City Fire Department and the Michaels program called Michaels Cares. Kentucky's Mammoth Caves are known for their impressive size. And this past weekend, they were also known for the Mammothon, the Mammoth Cave Triathlon. Well, this was the 7th Mammothon. Participants walked through the historic cave system, walked around the park's trails, then biked all the way to Cave City and back. Though the competition was certainly not discouraged, the event was more centered on fun than racing.
What people really like about it is the unique part of walking through the historic cave. Yeah, there's not another event. I'm pretty sure they're right on that one that does a cave and a hike, but the hike is really cool.
After the event was canceled in the past due to COVID, more than 100 participants signed up for this year's event, making it the biggest one yet. And one of Knott County's biggest events will be kicking off next Sunday. But this year, event organizers are working to do more than just offer event attendees an escape from post-flood life. This year's fall Knott County Horse Trail Ride will be used as a fundraiser for flood relief. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says funds made from the event will go to the Knott County Long-Term Recovery Group to help rebuild the county.
We've had a great team that's came together to create a long-term recovery group here in the county. So we felt that was the best way to handle things and encourage people. You know, we want to give people hope, give them a little encouragement, and hopefully this will be able to take some of the thoughts off of people's minds from the flood.
Well, county officials say flood victims who are living on the campground will get to attend the trail ride festivities for free. Well, just ahead this morning, a famous wrestler adds another record to his belt for his efforts in making wishes come true.
We continue to keep a close eye on the tropics this morning, including one storm in particular that could have impacts on our region as early as this weekend. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.